If you're at rock bottom, I want to just comfort you and give you some advice from someone who's been there numerous times. Rock bottom is the perfect place to start over. Why you've gotten there is because you've been doing things in your life that don't resonate with you, that don't feed you, that don't align with you, that don't give you energy, that don't light you up. And you've been doing these things for an extended period of time. So this may look like a lot of self-betrayal, a lack of self-trust, a lack of self-confidence, a lack of an ability to actually go for things in your life that are meant for you. And now that you've gone down this path and you've gone for so long trying to fit the mold of society, trying to do all these things that you should do, and you've realized that the outcome of that is you hitting rock bottom, then now you can say, okay, I tried that. It didn't fucking work. You have concrete evidence that this way that you've been living doesn't work. So now is the perfect time to decide to live a new way. Live in a way that resonates with you. Live a life that's on your terms and build that from the ground up. You can build a kingdom upon the ashes of your life that exist right now. And that is the springboard that going to rock bottom allows us to do. We have nothing left to lose when we hit rock bottom. You literally have a blank slate. You can start over. And maybe when I say that, you might be thinking, no, I don't, because I've made all these mistakes and I don't trust myself and I don't feel good enough and I don't feel worthy and I don't feel like I deserve it. You deserve to have a life that is meaningful to you. And you actually owe it to other people to pursue something that you're meant for, that is aligned with you. And if you don't know what that is, then all you have to do is get to know yourself. But you not only deserve it, you owe it to other people. You owe it to yourself because you've been given this life by God. You've been given this opportunity to come here and to create something for yourself. But you owe it to the people that you could also impact by you actually going for what you're supposed to go for in this life. And now that you're here, now that you've hit this low point and you've hit this rock bottom, why not throw shit at the wall and caution to the wind and just see what fucking sticks? Because you're going to die anyway. So before you die, you may as well do something that means something to you. You may as well just try things, try anything. Keep going for things that feel intuitively right without needing to explain them to other people, without needing to have it logically make sense. Just go for things and try things because you never ever know where things are going to lead you. And if you're in a rut, it's probably because you've spent your life trying to make logical, safe, rational decisions in accordance with other people's terms and conditions for how your life should be lived. Get a 9-to-5 job, go to college, start a family, buy a house, live here near your family, whatever terms and conditions have been impressed upon you. If you've been following those and it's caused you to get into a rut, then it's time to start moving differently. When you've gone left your whole life and all left has brought you is despair and hopelessness and hitting rock bottom, then it's time to go right. So every little decision you make, if that decision you choose X, it's time to choose Y. Start moving differently. This is how you get out of rock bottom. Start poking life and seeing what pops out. This rock bottom that you've hit right now can be your origin story. And I want you to really make it that, because the fact that you're still alive, the fact that you're still breathing means you're supposed to try again. You wouldn't still be here on this earth if you didn't have work left to do. By work, I mean contributions to the world, fulfillment of your purpose, of your soul's work, of your whatever reason you're here on earth. And even if you haven't figured that out yet, the fact you're still alive means you've got time to figure it out. It doesn't mean you have one big life purpose, but it means you're supposed to get up and try again. You're supposed to get up and move differently. And you're supposed to fight back against all of this shit that's weighing on you. Because You don't realize how much this rock bottom is actually forming you. We grow the most through our setbacks, our failures, and our challenges. And it's the comeback from these challenges that actually generates the most inner light and the most fulfillment within us. So if you came here on earth and you didn't ever have a challenge to face, you didn't ever have hard things to overcome, you would have no fulfillment whatsoever. Fulfillment is created by going through shit. And if you're going through a massive amount of shit right now, you're going to have a massive amount of fulfillment that comes off the back of that. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard because I've been there. But the only way out is to start telling yourself that this is the origin for you, that this is going to be the moment that you turn it around, that all this pain and all this suffering you're feeling, you're going to use as fuel to get yourself to a life that is so grand, so big, so fulfilling, so impactful for yourself and other people. No matter what you go through in your life, the human spirit and your conscious will, your desire to get up and start again, is stronger than all this suffering and all this pain that you're feeling right now. I don't care who broke up with you, if you've lost someone, if you've lost something, if you feel like you've just failed, you owe it to yourself. And to, even if you've lost someone and that's so tough and you're grieving, you owe it to them to get back up and try again. You owe it to them to make something out of your life, to make the story of your life mean something, to make this suffering mean something. And while you sit there and you wallow, time is passing by when people have been through so much worse than what you've been through. I'm sorry to bring it to you so harshly, but people have been through the worst things you could ever imagine, and they've managed to pull themselves up from the depths of that despair and all that pain and suffering and alchemize that pain and turn it into something meaningful, turn it into something where they can help people because of the pain that they went through. You don't understand. All this pain is giving you something. It's giving you the ability to serve people in a way that you never would have been able to serve people before. It's giving you an understanding of the duality of life and why we're here. We're here to experience the polarity of this material existence, and you've experienced now the dark. So your capacity to experience the light has just been magnified because of how much darkness you've experienced. That's the law of polarity. You now have so much capacity in your human vessel to create light and fulfillment within because of the dark that you've experienced. So this is your springboard for the rest of your life if you just allow it to be. You must actually decide that all this pain, all this suffering, all this hardship that you've been through is not your defining moment. Your defining moment is what you do with it. I would not be who I am today if it weren't for all the rock bottoms that I've hit in my life and all the times where I just felt like I was so lost, so stuck, so hopeless, full of despair, so sad. And I felt like nothing was changing no matter how hard I tried. It wasn't until in each of those moments, I threw my hands up and I said, fuck it, I'm just going to be happy now. I know it sounds overly simplistic, but it's a decision, guys. It's a decision. You wake up in the morning and you decide to just move differently. You decide to just be differently because what you've been doing is not working. And each time I've pulled myself out of a rock bottom, each time I've decided this pain is not going to define me, and each time I've overcome a really tough period in my life, it has propelled me 100 levels ahead in life than where I would have been if I had never gone through anything. And this is the same for everybody. Pain is fuel. For some reason, our human brains are more motivated by negative emotion than they are by positive emotion. And this is why sometimes venting and talk therapy, like just complaining and venting and venting and venting, but with no actual solution, is actually counterproductive, because you're getting the relief in the moment of complaining. You're getting the relief in the moment of venting about your life. But now you've released that pain. You've released the pain that you're in. You've released the discomfort that you're in. And because you're no longer uncomfortable, you've lost your will to change. You will remain comfortable in this situation that is keeping you stuck and in a rut and at rock bottom, because you keep venting about it. So it's like giving you little tiny micro releases of pain. Whereas if you just look the pain dead in the eye and don't vent about it and look at it for what it is, look at the suffering in your life for what it is, look at the lack, look at the things that you hate the most about your life, and be so honest with yourself about the pain that you're actually feeling, that's going to give you the most ammunition you will ever have. And your brain really responds to that negativity, and it will say, this is too painful. You gotta move. We gotta go. Something needs to change. Because the pain of changing is painful, but when the pain of staying the same is more painful than the pain of changing, that's when you really fucking change. People are afraid to start over because they're new, they're too young, they're too old, they don't have the skills, they don't have the confidence, they don't have the body, they don't have the face, they don't have the friend group, they don't have the network, they don't have the support. All of these things can be overcome with the right mindset. You don't need any of that. You just need your own conscious will to do it. You don't need to be a certain age. You don't need to look a certain way. All you need is to follow your inner guidance and trust it. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. You're going to look back at what you're going through right now, and you're going to realize why it had to happen this way. And as difficult as it is, all this pain is making you so fucking strong. It's equipping you to become a strong ass individual, so you can go for things in life that you never would have had the strength to go for had you not gone through all of this shit that you've been going through. If you were to come here on life and if you were to just win all the time, you're winning, you're winning, you're winning, and you never lose, winning would have no meaning. If every single person on this planet were to come here and the game of life was rigged and you were just destined to win all the time, and you know it was rigged to win, like you know you don't have to do anything or be anything or try at all to follow your alignment or do anything, right? Nothing has to be overcome. You're just rigged to win. You're just gonna win and everyone else is gonna win and then you're gonna die. What meaning would winning have? It would mean nothing. Winning only has meaning because losing exists. The fact that you can lose is what makes winning meaningful. So it's the same with suffering. The fact that you're suffering, this is what makes the fulfillment, the alignment, everything that's going to come from this. That's what makes it meaningful. So if you were to just come here and have everything handed to you and have it super fucking easy, I know you think you want that, but more fulfillment is going to come from when you overcome all this hard shit. Feel that anger, feel that pain, that fire within you that's created by all this negativity, all this darkness. That is energy. That is a massive amount of energy that you can transmute and use for a greater purpose. The most beautiful things in this world have been created from the most darkness, and that is the opportunity that's before you right now. All of this that you're suffering with, all of this that you're dealing with is all part of the plan. When I look back on my life and I see all this shit that I couldn't understand, all the pain that I went through, it's what built me and evolved me into the person that I was always meant to become. So now when I go through hard times, I have the awareness that this is just helping me to evolve and develop the certain characteristics that I need to become the version of me that I'm meant to become while I'm here on earth. So I can align with the things that I'm meant to align with while I'm here on earth. And so if you can think of it like, before you came down here, you spoke to the Creator and you said, I want to be I want to be courageous. I want to be passionate. I want to be kind. I want to be patient. You will not just be given those characteristics. You'll be sent here and you'll be given the challenges and the obstacles so you can create those characteristics from within. So if you want to be courageous, you're going to be dealt scary, difficult, challenging situations that allow you the opportunity to become courageous in those moments. And so whatever you're facing right now, whatever you have to overcome right now, look at what you're gaining by overcoming that, because that's why it's here. It's not here to punish you. It's not here to keep you down in this dark, negative place. It's here to bring you something by overcoming it. The strength that you're going to gain by overcoming this is going to bring you the fulfillment that you're looking for. There's always a bigger plan than what you can see and understand and perceive. But if you go through this enough times, you can start to see, even when you're in the depths of it, even when you're in the middle of a struggle and a challenge and you can't understand why it's so hard and why it's happening like this, you look at what it's teaching you. You look at how it's evolving you. You look at the characteristics it's asking you to bring in and to grow within yourself. That's why it's here. There's a bigger plan than you can see. I've always been able to pull myself out of really, really tough, difficult times, heartbreaks, failures, setbacks, losses, devastations, because years ago I made the decision and commitment to myself that no matter what happens in my life, I'm always going to get back up and pull through. I'm always just going to keep going and try to keep making the best that I can out of my situation and out of my life. And because I made that promise to myself that no matter what happens to me, I'm going to get back up, I've always gotten back up. And you need to decide today to make that same promise, because no person, no situation, nothing is worthy of robbing you of your happiness. Nothing is worthy of robbing you of your life force energy. You have so much power. You have everything you need. It's all within you. You have every single resource that you need to pull yourself out of this and create a beautiful, wonderful, fulfilling life for yourself. You've got it all inside you. You just have to stop letting everyone and everything take your power away. Nobody deserves to take that away from you. You are here to create a beautiful, wonderful story of yourself, of your life. And these hardships, this pain that you're feeling is part of that story. It's a season. It's just a season. It's temporary. Nothing is ever permanent in this life. The good doesn't last and the bad doesn't last. So no matter how bad it is, it's not going to last forever. I know it feels like it when you're in it. I know it feels like it when you're in it, but this is just a season. And this pain, you are going to alchemize and you are going to turn it into the most powerful, wonderful, beautiful, amazing story of your life. You just have to decide that your spirit and your will is stronger than everything that has gotten you down. Stop giving your power to other people. Decide today you're going to just start trusting yourself no matter what has happened, no matter what you've lost. Today, you're going to just start trusting yourself, start believing in yourself. Even when nobody else believes in you, you have to believe in yourself, okay? You need to have your own back. That is how you start to crawl your way out of this. And no matter what happens, please know you're not alone. What you're going through, so many people go through. People have gone through so much worse. People are going through exactly what you're going through right now. Heartbreak, failure, disappointment, despair, sadness, lack of motivation, all of these things are just normal parts of life. And so many people are dealing with what you're dealing with right now. You're not alone, but you are strong enough to get through this. You just need to put the energy back into yourself, put the love and attention back into yourself, pull yourself up, get out of bed, do your hair and makeup, get ready, go out into the world, be a force of happiness, be a force of creation, of transformation. Decide that this rock bottom is the turning point, is the starting point for the rest of your life, and make the story of the rest of your life one that means something to you. I hope this video helped. Please know you're not alone, and please remember you have everything you need to create a wonderful, beautiful, fulfilling life already inside you. You have literally everything you need to pull yourself out of this darkness already inside you.